What is it, guys? Mighty here, bringing you a video today basically explaining 5 ways you can easily improve winning on gunfights. So how to easily win gunfights more often and better. This is some free-for-all gameplay where I was actually going for a nuked out and I ended up going 30-2 overall. So this was one of my failed attempts of a nuked out, if you may. So I want to show you how I kind of get around the map and win my gunfights that I have. So obviously you want to be using a gun that you're fairly confident with. The Kuda is an all-around very good gun, good for long range, good for medium range, good for close range. With rapid fire it can beat most of the guns, and yeah, that's basically really good. So what you want to do to win gunfights is, what I tend to do is, my number 1 tip is you need to find your sensitivity. So I play on I think it's a 8 sensitivity out of whatever there is in Black Ops 4. I think it goes up to 14. Black Ops 4? Black Ops 3, I think it goes up to 14, and I play on number 8 anyway. So it's kind of a medium, I think it's on high. I think it's a high sensitivity setting. So I can turn on people if they're shooting me from behind, but I can also keep it controlled at range, etc, etc, close range. So you want to find your sensitivity. What you tend to do is just put it up each time until you feel like it's too much. I used to play on insane on Call of Duties up till Black Ops 2, and then I ended up turning it down. So you know, it's really up to you. It can change over time, etc. I also use a control freak just to get more precise accuracy. They're really good, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily going to help you win gunfights, but it does improve your aim at short and close range. The next thing you'll see me doing is jump shotting. Now in Black Ops 3 there is a boost, so what you can actually do is jump once, and then on the second one hold it, press the jump button again and hold it. Now obviously this is really hard to do when X button is your jump button, so what you can tend to do is do claw grip, where you'll have your thumbs on the thumbsticks at all time, and your index finger will be doing the buttons on your right side of the controller, which is what some LG players do. Or you can get a scuff where you can set your left or right back paddle, which I do, so you can jump with that. So you jump once and then jump again to boost up, and this means that when you're jumping up, you can still do it without any of these options, but it means that when you jump up, you have to take your right thumb off the controller, which is your aim. So you have to jump up, then turn to look at someone to shoot them. If you have a different button configured to do that, so you can have your thumb on a jump button and the thumbstick at the same time, well, not your thumb, a finger, let's say, then you can jump up while turning, looking at someone and engaging that gunfight, and most likely winning, because you can get first shots on that player. Now the third tip is trying to learn to drop shot. Honestly, in Black Ops 3 I don't tend to drop shot as much unless I'm indoors. So, and it's also got the sliding mechanism in this, so if you are running and you try and drop shot, you're just going to slide. So what you can do is you have to run, stop. I have tactical layout, so my knife button, or what is usually my knife button, is crouch, and what my crouch button usually is knife. So that's basically how I have it. So because hitting in this game is useless, it's kind of, you know, it doesn't do much. What you can do is have it so when you run into a gunfight, you stop running, press and hold the analog stick, you'll drop to the ground and you'll start shooting at their feet. It'll send their aim off target if they're not expecting it. But out of the two of drop shotting and jump shotting, this has always been like a thing. I'd say in the older CODs, drop shotting was better than jump shotting, but in this one, because you've got that booster, and like you saw there, I just jumped without taking my thumb off the controller, and I could keep my aim because I've got my thumb on the thumbstick, sorry. So it basically improves your aim a lot more. But drop shotting isn't as effective because the boost kind of overdoes it. So the fourth tip is possibly just trying to predict what people do. So let's say there, he was running past that rock, I didn't think he'd seen me, I tried to go and predict where he was going to go, realised he wasn't there. Just in my mind I engaged that if he was still running, he should have gone out of there, so I turned back and then went and engaged that gunfight again. And that's basically the fourth tip for how to win a gunfight by, I mean, he necessarily didn't know I was there, but he did. Sometimes you don't know, so you have to kind of use your mind and your logic to know that if he's not passed out there, he's stayed there or he's gone back on himself, so you need to make up your mind of what to do. Call of Duty is a massive mind game. It makes your brain think. and you have to try and like outplay people in it. So that's one way you can win gunfights. So the fifth way is controlling your recoil. Now honestly, Call of Duty guns, it's nothing like these PC games where recoil is massive, but let's say on a gun like the Vesper has a lot of recoil at range if you're holding down the trigger. So a way to actually, I'll do a separate video on this later showing you what I do, but to control the recoil with the Vesper, what you have to do is with the aim stick, which is your right thumb stick, you have to, while shooting, drag down it a bit more to control that recoil. So as the Vesper's trying to shoot upwards with recoil, you're pulling it back down at the same time, so it's kind of just staying at a medium recoil, so it's controllable and you can win more gunfights. So they're my top 5 tips for how to win more gunfights. Definitely worth trying to do, and it's definitely a good way to win more gunfights. I'd say the most effective one I use is jumping and turning at the same time. Then there's also drop shotting and kind of controlling recoil. They're all the ways you can do it, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, rate and subscribe for more Call of Duty Black Ops 3 videos. And as always, have a nice day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!